This is the hijacked cruise ship in which a disabled man on wheelchair, who was identified as KLINGHOFFER, was shot in the head and in the chest, after which his body was thrown overboard and into the ocean by the hijackers. On the October 7, 1985, an Italian flag cruise ship was hijacked by 4 heavily armed Palestinian men while sailing from Alexandria to Port Said. The hijackers were said to be members of Palestine Liberation Front, which was a faction of the Palestine Liberation Organization. The hijackers boarded the ship posing as tourists and had hidden their rifles in the gas tank of a car park near Italy. They managed to smuggle the weapons into the ship, and while they were wiping off the residue of gasoline from their weapons while they were in their room, one of the crew members opened the door to deliver complimentary fruits, which were given to every passenger on the ship. Upon sighting the 4 men holding rifles, the crew member attempted to scream, but the hijackers held her hostage, and that was when the hijacking officially started. The 4 terrorists stormed into the ship's dining room. They fired their automatic weapons over the heads of the eating passengers. Screams from the passengers meshed with the shouting of the gunmen and with the sound of falling glass shards and splinters. The captain of the ship, Gerardo Di Rosa, was immediately notified that there were armed men on board. The captain ran quickly to the ship's bridge, but as he opened the door, he was faced with the muzzle of the machine guns. The hijackers demanded that he sail the ship to the Syrian port of Tartus. They held the ship's crew and passengers hostage and threatened to kill the passengers unless Israel released 50 Palestinian prisoners. They also pulled the pins from 2 grenades but kept the safety levers depressed, after which they handed the live grenades to 2 women, telling them that if they fall asleep or lifted their hands from the grenade levers, they would all blow up inside the ship. The following afternoon, the hijackers realized that their demand had not been met. They began separating the Jews among the hostages from the Americans. They ordered the separated Americans to go up to the stairs, but one of them, who was on wheelchair, could not be moved up the stairs. At exactly 3 p.m., the man in the wheelchair, who was later identified as KLINGHOFFER, was moved outside in the open deck. One of the hijackers emotionlessly shot him in the head and also shot him again on his chest, before ordering his corpse to be thrown into the ocean. This event led to a huge political crisis between the American and Italian government. Many rescue operations were planned on both ends, but eventually, the hijackers left the ship and the rest of the hostages unharmed. They attempted to escape in an Egyptian aircraft but were intercepted by American jet fighters and were forced to land in Italy. The Italian government took the hijackers into custody and eventually prosecuted and convicted them. 3 of the hijackers were sentenced to prison terms ranging from 15 to 30 years, while Youssef Majid Mulki, the hijacker who had shot KLINGHOFFER, received one of the longest sentences of the group. This was when the rest of the hostages were being transported back to the United States in a cargo plane after they were brought down from the hijacked ship. When the hijackers left, remember to hit the subscribe button, share this video and turn on post notifications so you'll be the first to know when we drop our future contents. Don't forget to also follow and engage us on all our social media pages as well. See you all next time.